Welcome back, everyone, to Windrose Episode 3. Today's episode is going to be kind of base upgrades, but that is actually tied to our character's level. And to get our character's level up, we are going to have to do a few different little areas. So, like a few of these different dungeon type things. So, what the plan is we already knocked out all the ones on our home island. We have this one over here that we can go do to level up. And then we have three, like, abandoned forts down here to go to. We can also fast travel down there, and then we also have a jungle cave. So first, we're actually going to go hit up this one over here. And here's the new ruins. That 0 out of 2 is how many treasure chests and such are left here. And so we have a few chests to grab. And I'm assuming that they are going to be deeper into the ruin. We'll just check around up top real quick. So down and we go. Go investigate this. Iron ring, rope required. Okay. Interesting, okay. That's easy enough, because we actually need to build a little workbench, which just needs some wood. So now we can just build one of these right here. Plop it down. We go use it. Make rope. Tie rope. Alright. Down we go. Ooh, okay. Oh, I see. It's like a little... Oh, it's a little bit of like parkour. Ooh, there's a undead. Ooh, this is a new enemy entirely. Okay. And those... Oh, those are very helpful, the little ancient things. Those are, I believe, what's in Tortuga, or what has control over Tortuga currently. Kind of what I was reading. Okay, but let's open this ancient chest. Ooh, lots of things. So we got the tiny necklace of endurance. This upgrades on endurance. And then these, an ancient alloy of copper and gold discovered by native peoples in ancients past. Required to ascend equipment. Ooh, very interesting. Come on. Okay. Alright, it's fine. We'll take our healing potion. And then we'll go... Oh my lord. That is really, really good loot. And that's all level up. Okay. Thank you, Drowned. I'm going to leave now. Goodbye. So, we got... Let's go from, like, kind of left to right here. Got a pot with golden horns. Rare artifact of the ancient people. Preserved against all odds. Found in ruins. Sold to smugglers. Okay. And same here. Also sold to smugglers. These seem like really good items. And then this has endurance. This one has precision. Okay, so this is currently buffing our swords here, because you see they have the eye symbol. That means that they are a weapon of precision, and so is that. And then these are also for smugglers. Okay. Lots of stuff to sell the smugglers, and then lots more for the herbs. Progression! Okay, we have some more stat points available, and a new talent available. So first... the stat points. Vitality is our health. Mastery's crit. Precision. I've been using a lot of precision stuff, so I've actually been taking this. And that is agility-based weapons. Then endurance is actually a stamina. So that little relic here could be very helpful with the stamina. But I think I'm going to actually level it up a bit myself. I'm going to put 2 points into stamina and then 2 points into precision. So it should really help all with our weapons. And then here, that's one-handed melee weapons. And we're going to... that's even more stamina. And we'll also level up the agile. Okay. Confirm. Well, we shall continue our little grind of levels. I'm going to head back to the ship, and I will... get back with you once I have arrived at the other island. Okay, so I was out doing a little bit of sailing, And I actually noticed we have friendlies over here now. I think it's because we have reputation with the faction, but we now have the Buccaneer Raiders out here because of the Buccaneers waters, which is people who control this set of islands. But they control its water. Okay, weird. And yeah, so I'm actually, there's this new island here, which I think I'm actually gonna go check out. And then those two might go fight each other. I'm not sure. Now let's go over here and check everything out. So yes, there's another fast travel campfire. This is the same type of one we found down there at Tortuga. It's just fast travel about. Okay, who do we got inside? Oh, wait, there's a bounty agent, there's a buyer.
You should have
few
seen
different
the
other people
board I
around here.
brought down.
So you're the same
respect deeds,
bounty agent
not
that we can
word.
spend those at.
Boars don't like
And
to wander
you-
alone. Weigh it, pay it.
Ah, so this is where we can buy... Well, this is where we can sell these two. Got it, so he will take the dodo heads. Okay, he takes all this sort of stuff. Very cool. Okay. So we need to find the main camps for everyone in order to sell, like, the bigger items for money. Oh my lord, that's a lot of cannons. Ooh, we can get 36-pounder cannons. Very interesting. So, faction quest, Buccaneers. Get 50 bags of gunpowder for the Buccaneers and deliver them to Henry Brocher. Okay, so we gotta get 50 bags of gunpowder
Built for the wilds.
and deliver them. Right now, I have no way of farming those. The only way I have of getting those is through fighting. You know, I'm gonna go attempt to assist with this little fight. So we are going to respawn the ship over this way, just so that it is facing the right direction. Alright, this is either going to be a nice fight or a really bad fight. I hope that these allies assist, because if not, this could be very sketchy. It doesn't help if we hit a dock. Okay, yes, it does appear to be that they are fighting as well. Okay. Start off to a bit of a rocky start, but we are recovering. They appear to have beached themselves. Yeah, so if you hit the, like, captain's quarters, which is there in the back, it does a lot extra damage. Alright, we're gonna board this one as well. Boarding was successful. Now let's go grab our bounty over at this ship. Hello, boys. Do you mind if we catch a ride? Ooh. Oh no. Okay. That almost went really badly. Okay, boarding successful. So we got some more spirits, which can be sold to the Buccaneers. Very nice. Coffee beans. Okay. Very nice. And so we're gonna go actually just fast travel back here because I'm lazy like that. And we're gonna go sell these. They'll sell for 50 silver
Word
each.
travels fast at sea. This?
Oh, I need to grab out my stuff from the flagship. That would be helpful. So I sell another one of those to you. There we go. Just enough to get to the level 2. And that lets us talk to the
Strong
prisoner.
hands need strong gear.
We could buy one of these. Well, let's see, buy all of those, which is very nice. Turns out I was silly, and we
Good
actually
leather,
can
strong steel.
purchase some of this stuff. I think I'm actually going to purchase the cannons, and I think we were going to go... So, let me see. What is the difference? So after reloading, waiting 6 seconds before firing increases the next volley's damage by 40%. Okay. This one is after reloading, hitting an enemy within 4 seconds increases reload speed by 30% for 22 seconds. Okay, so these are more like firing. Rapid fire. These are kind of slower fire, precision and damage. These ones down here, hitting a target with more than 50% of a volley applies racked effect for 25 seconds. All damage dealt to affected targets is increased by 10%, stacks up to 3 times. So this rewards me for hitting accurately, this rewards me for shooting fast, and this rewards me for shooting slowly. I think we're going to buy the devastating cannons, and I'm also going to purchase this while I'm here. We now have all those, which are in... One's in the curio slot. So this one we can learn. And then this here, we'll figure that out when we get back. Might let us just build it straight out here. Yes, mark it here. Okay, so we're going to have to build that at our place, which honestly might fit onto the dock. So yeah, anyway, I'll be back once again. Alright everyone, welcome back. So I was looking, and if you look at the weapon table, we actually have the ability to ascend now. It seems like we could take blue items and ascend those up into epic items with these Tambaga ingots. So that's very interesting, and I only have seen it with the blue weapon so far, which you really only have this dueling saber. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but perhaps practicing some more with it will let me, upgrade it further. Now, other thing we want to look at is over here. We want to go look at the new cannons and what it'll take to craft these. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. It'll take copper ingots and wooden planks in order to make these, which are about the same as the ones we have now, except they have the buff to them, which is going to help a lot with combat. So let's quickly make those. Because if you remember, before we left for Tortuga in the last episode, we set a bunch of these to make all sorts of metal up. Very helpful. And then all of these also got set up to make their stuff. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and now we can craft even more. Very nice. Got more copper going. We'll probably have to get more of that in the future. We also, of course, need our beautiful ship to return to us. Okay, it's over there today. 12 pounders devastated. Craft. Very nice. Go here. Go to the ship. Repair it real quick. Manage it. And now let's throw these into that slot there. Very nice. So they have a slightly longer reload, but they have that increased damage. And we're going to go dismantle that old cannon. Disassembly table. We take this, we can break it down back into those. Okay, so that breaks down into silver. Okay. And that makes us that, which is very helpful. In fact, this is some of the stuff I wanted to kind of move, because it's been outside for right now. Same with this. So the plan was to move items, such as the cooking stuff, into this sort of area. So it's already sort of the cooking area. And then build a new structure over here, which would be the workshop for the disassembly table, the workbench, the sawhorse, and eventually some of the other tools that we need to craft with. I might also move the weapons workbench and the armor workbench out there, and then have this stay as kind of the house where I live, and have it stay as that. No, you guys can be here for the building process. We also have this, which I think is going to go onto the dock here. Now see, it kind of fits in perfectly just here under the wharf. It requires a roof. Now I have a solution for this, actually. which is roofs. No, it's decoration. Yes, it is one of these. I've been wanting to try one of these out. These canopies. So I think if we were to take pillars and beams, extend this over, hopefully we can take one of these canopies. Yeah, you can see it can kind of connect up like so. Yes, and that counts as little. So this guy can actually have
Roots
his little
aren't
roof,
fast,
just
but
like
they're
that.
steady.
And so this lets us order feathers, dodo eggs, bird meat, and crab meat straight to here, and the delivery time is 70 minutes. Okay, very nice. So this is a nice little way to get stuff delivered if I don't want to farm it myself. And then as we take out the area threats, which are in here, the local threat, which unlocks the foothills exploration and then unlocks crafting of level 6 plus items. So we have to actually go find that, which I'm going to wager against some type of boss. Now, I'm not sure where that might be. It could be over here. Which, I don't see it anywhere in here. Yeah, because we got this note that led us to here. It's a quest location. So that might be how we get to the next level of stuff. We also have, like, the Bitter Pill and Revenge Best of Cold. This is a level 4 quest, so we could do that. And it's actually a main quest. Okay, so that's something we can go do. And this is still a ways away. We also have these to do. So we've got a few different objectives to kind of walk towards. I think a nice little redesign here at the base is in order. So first, we're going to start by dismantling all of this. And then grabbing our foundations, which is floors and walls. Foundation pier. What do we want to do foundation sticks? Do foundation pier. Okay. And I think we want to start level... Start about hill here, so it matches up with the hill. Alright. Yeah, we'll let you... I'll let you guys stick around for the building process this time. If it ever gets a bit too slow, I can always speed it up. So you don't have to worry about listening to me yap about building the entire time. This will be a very simple structure. Oh, and we are out of plant fiber. So yeah, that's the other thing, is a lot of the structures like this actually take plant fiber to make. That's why I typically would build out of stone as well. So we need to go get more plant fiber, which is relatively simple. I like to use the sword or the axe, either one. But we need to eat more food. That's been kind of another big thing to keep track of, is all the food. And that's partially why I want a proper cooking area. Like, I should be able to make the spicy kebabs, but I don't have any cayenne peppers. Which I thought I did. I don't seem to. I'm gonna make some boiled crab, nice and simple. Just something to keep our health up, because each food item you have increases your health. Some of them give other stats that are also really helpful. Now we're also going to take out the ground that is up here. As... Ow. Or not, actually. We're not going to take him out. We are going to die to him. Well, that was rather unfortunate. I think I may have ran out of stamina there. I need to work on paying much more attention to my stamina and how much I have to keep something like that from happening. Obviously, as we play more, that'll become less and less of an issue. And that's kind of what I noticed, is the difference between the green tier, or the uncommon tier, and the rare tier, is that the rare items tend to have extra little stat buffs on them, like the cannons having the extra effect, like an ability, versus the normal, uncommon ones, which don't have any of that, and instead are just a flat, like, damage. It's just stick. That's it. No extra stuff to it. It's just a stat stick, and it's obviously solid. You still upgrade them, but it would be nice to get a better weapon from a ruin or from a enemy drop. Partially why I want to explore those other camps. Which, think about it, I've completely forgotten about those camps. We're gonna have to go back to those soon once we finish all this building. So because I want to do more of those camps, I'm actually going to let you guys go. You kind of saw the beginning of this process, but we don't want this to turn into a full building episode. We want a little bit extra combat, don't we? Alright, I will see you then once we're ready for the combat. Okay, welcome back. You joined me just as we were finishing up the roof on the new storage and crafting building. And I also am here to inform you that the other island of dungeons is actually going to have to be next episode, unfortunately. We are kind of already hitting our time for this episode, and I would like to continue, actually have more time to squeeze in the combat instead of rushing it, which I'm sure no one would like to see rushed combat. And so that will be in the next episode. Hopefully, we would do some of the combat there, and then perhaps go and visit the smugglers. Actually try and go find the smugglers. Those might be our two goals kind of for that episode. This episode was kind of focused on getting the base upgraded. I was thinking we'd get more upgrades from Tortuga, but it seems I'm wrong, and so we're going to have to do a little bit more work before we can get to that point. But hopefully soon, we will be at that point. And I think we're all about there. I think it's actually tied behind some of these quests. And that's what the goal is mainly going to be. Now we have a nice little kind of longhouse. And in here, we are going to put our workbench. I think we'll put them starting in this corner. So I have the workbench there. And then its upgrade, so we'll go to the right of it. And then we are going to put down the weaponsmith, which is going to be here. And then lastly, the armor and clothes. And now we can build another one of these. We'll build it up against the wall here. Go, place it there. And now let's add a little bit of decoration. There we go. Now the doctor has a nice spot to sit. Foothills iron ingot. We're definitely not there yet if that's requiring iron. Oh, we can actually put a bucket on the shelf. Put a bucket up there. And a mug up there. Put a couple mugs on this. A few bowls on this. There we go. This place looks nice and lively. It has plenty of room for expansion in the future. So in here, I'm actually going to stuff that. Just for now. And some of the coarse fabric. I'm going to shut now. As you can see, the doctor's already using the new kitchen, which we also set up. Got the kitchen all set up now. I'll see. I'm going to put this little guy right there. I'm above the kitchen. Yeah, nice little detailing there. And once again, I wish everyone a nice, wonderful evening, night, or morning, whichever it may be, or maybe it's noon for you. Who knows? Next episode, we plan to do a lot more combat. I think it's going to be a mostly combat-focused episode. Not as much base building, I promise. Most of the base building's done now. It's mainly going to be combat and exploration. And then, potentially, either in that episode or the episode after that, we would do a bunch of questing. But for now, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And please, let me know any suggestions or what you might want to see in the future. Goodbye.